Clock has started. Roger.
Welcome to the Good Stuff Morning Show. Here are your hosts, Kyle and Tammy.
So I have no idea if I'm coming in at the right time right now because it's horrible sounding on my end. Hi, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, Kyle. I'm terribly sorry that you're not able to hear my QLab file.
It's, you know what? It doesn't matter at this point. I think
you actually timed it out pretty well.
Okay, well, I'm guessing really at this point. We'll play it back maybe for the Patreon listeners a little bit later in the show. But for now, how you hanging in there?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Especially after I found out what the next Transformers movie is going to be.
Ooh, okay, let me guess.
Wait, you can't guess. You already know.
No, I have no idea. So
okay, fine.
So the Megabots are going to they're going to the planet Mars, and now it's not just cars that transform. It's the lunar rovers too. The lunar ones. The lunar rovers went to
Mars.
They went from the moon.
And the Martian rovers went to the moon.
The Martian rovers can't transform. Those don't transform at all. They just sit there, powered by the residual nuclear energy that is keeping them just sort of on life support.
Residual nuclear energy. My God, how much is there?
It's quite a bit. It's the only thing. It's the only.
Can we
thing
really just get to what the next Transformers movie is going to be?
Okay. Am I wrong? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you couldn't be further from the actual answer, which is the movie will be called Rise of the Beasts. And if you're a fan at all, you know what that means. It's Beast Wars.
Rise.
If you're not a fan, you just witnessed Kyle having an exorcism.
Oh, no. How excited are you?
I'm
Clearly
so excited.
Guess.
I cannot wait. I've been like, ever since they did the first Michael Bay Transformers movie, I have been wanting them to do an actual live action Beast Wars.
Yeah.
From what information has been leaked or released, it doesn't necessarily sound like it's going to be exactly what the Beast Wars show was.
Right.
Where they
pre-human sort of.
Yeah, they crash land and they scan the animals and they scan the fossils. And so some of them become dinosaurs and some of them become jungle animals. That doesn't sound like what's going to happen. But something has to happen like that, right? I mean, they have done dinosaurs, like Transformer things in past movies, which I thought was stupid. You had Optimus Prime riding a dinosaur. What is this? What?
Oh, you know the problem with the fact that we're going to be playing Soundboard Battleship later in this episode is that now that I've renamed 1 through 64 these sounds, I can no longer search with Alfred to find dinosaurs are dead, space is alive. I can't find that now.
Bummer.
So
let's see if I can find it. That's not it.
Is this a burrito?
That's not it.
Already.
Not
nope.
it. What? Not. Who?
Dinosaurs are dead, space is alive.
Yes,
perfect.
I knew I'd find it.
That's a quote from Beast Wars. So the thing that I'm worried about now is if it's not going to be exactly Beast Wars, but it's going to be close enough to Beast Wars. My worry is that they won't do the right thing, which is hire back whatever voice actors are still alive and available for specifically for Rat Trap and Rhinobot. Both of them need to be the same exact voice actors.
Dinobot for sure needs to be there. And the guy who does who's the big baddie? Megatron.
Right. Yes. Yes. Right.
That's the guy. That's not me.
Why don't I have
fawning.
Didn't we have Didn't we have a Megatron
He
sound
sounded more
effect
like a horse.
somewhere?
He sounded more like a horse. Anyway, I will just really quickly say that the information that they've released, the film is set in 1994, which places it between the timeline between Bumblebee and the Michael Bay films.
What in the world?
Both of which are canon to this next movie. It says it will have the spectacle of the earlier Bay films, but hopefully with the heart of Bumblebee, which I haven't seen that one. The main locations are Brooklyn, New York, and Peru, where they are filming at Machu Picchu. And there will be Autobots. There's going to be a few Decepticons. And being inspired by Beast Wars, there will be Maximals, Predacons, and Terrorcons. However, the main robot character will indeed be Optimus Prime, voiced by Peter Cullen, the original Optimus Prime. And he's going to have a new hybrid look, I guess, inspired by both the Bay films and the iconic G1 style from the original Transformers cartoon. Bumblebee will be back, and this time he'll be transforming into an off-road Camaro. Mirage will join the Autobots, transforming into a Porsche 911. And RC will be joining the team as a Ducati. Nightbird is also a new addition, and she transforms into a Nissan GTR. But in 1994, a Nissan GTR is different. What?
So I was looking up the date that the first episode of Beast Wars aired. It was September 16th, 1996. Just right there, sweet spot for you and me.
Oh yeah.
Just perfect. But I did say I got the name of the Rhino one wrong. It's Rhinox. I should have known that.
Okay, so
not a true fan.
This says that Megatron is not the main villain. As for the Beastworks characters, 3 were revealed. Arizor, who transforms into a peregrine falcon. Rhinox, a rhino.
Hey,
he will be the leader of the Maximals. And Optimus Primal will be the. Wait, what? So Optimus Prime, and then there's going to be Optimus Primal. What? That doesn't make any sense.
Are they just making up stuff now? Is that what they're doing?
Optimus Primal was the main guy. He was the leader, and he was the gorilla. And I had that one. Oh, it was so cool. He had like bazookas that came out of his back. That was dope.
But it's what matters, in my opinion, about, and I don't know how they're going to do this, how they're going to swing this, but what matters about Beast Wars is it really is all about like Dinobot's arc from baddie to goodie, back through to baddie, because maybe you do trust him, maybe you don't, and then he's a goodie.
Oh yeah.
It's just very good. I'm going to name a couple of these, and it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. Cheetor. Black Arachnid.
Yeah, she was very bad.
Waspinator.
Oh man, that was the one I always wanted.
Tarantulas.
I don't remember Tarantulas.
Okay. Scorponok. Yeah, no.
Sure, I can see that.
Okay. No mention of Rat Trap, which is just wild to me. Definitely one of the best characters. So when's it come out?
In fact, it comes out in 365 days. It comes out exactly a year from today.
Wow.
I guess I should say a day or a year from yesterday, because it's the 24th.
Okay. No one, you know how podcasts work, right? Like folks will listen to this later. Maybe they'll come back to it. Maybe they're binging all 423 episodes of the the Good Stuff Morning Show, which
so by the time they listen to this episode, the movie will have been released for 5 years. And they're like,
at least,
gosh, they got it so wrong. Rat Trap was the best part of that movie.
Or I guess technically, because I'm beaming this through Starlink right now, maybe in many millennia, just my end, just my voice is what's making it out into the ether, just out beyond the star system.
Then how are you receiving my signal? That also gets bounced off and back to you. So mine has to get beamed up too. How does that work?
It doesn't matter at all.
These are today's headlines.
Wow, that sounds horrible again. Apple Fitness Plus. Do you use the Apple Watch, the walking things specifically?
No, in fact I haven't been able to wear my watch in a couple days because I got like a mark or a bump, like a bug bite on my wrist right where the watch would sit, and it hurts to put on the watch. So
oh no. That's actually the one of the latest features on the new Apple Watch.
It deters you from wearing their product.
It just bites you, and what it's now done is it's entered your bloodstream, and it will continue to multiply until such time as you pay the ransom that Apple is owed, and you can once again be free from their Apple-y grasp.
Good job coming up with that conspiracy theory right on the spot.
So what you're saying is you don't use Fitness Plus.
No, I
don't. Beginning on June 28th, there are going to be more Apple Watch specific time to walk audio experiences available to you. When was this? I feel like 6 months ago, maybe more, 8 months ago. There were ones from like Draymond Green could join you while you walked. Oh yeah. And now you've got Alicia Keys, Jennifer Lopez, Keith Urban, Lady Gaga, not singing, but in fact, is
it like walk faster, walk slower?
Talking to you. Oh no, it is music. I'm incorrect. It's actual music. So there you go.
Are they doing like covers of other songs, but they replace all the words with like talking about walking and stuff? Because that would be really clever.
Maybe, yeah. That would be very, very clever. So instead of it being sort of like the Simlish version of the song that you re-recorded with just absolute gibberish, you parody yourself, I guess. Where's the market for that?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Is that just that's just the commercialization of like of what ends up happening with you had a one-hit wonder 35 years ago, and now Geico comes back to you and asks, hey, will you like redo this song and re-record it now, but with using our brand name instead of like the words that you put into your original song?
Right. Let's do that.
How do you feel about those? Do you like that?
What do I like? Almost what feels like exploitation of an artist, and like really trying to get them to, I don't know, like sell their one-time fame and make them look like they're selling out all over again. No, I don't really like that.
I actually like the fact that you end up in a scenario that Weird Al kind of created for us, I would argue, where you don't know, you have no clue what the original song is, but you know the hook with the wrong words from the ultra commercialized version with the brand name in it, and you do not know the original. That
I'm okay with.
Love that reality. That is just brands all the time.
It's like
right?
it's like song Mandela effect, right? You can't recall what the original is, so it doesn't exist. Only the one that is new and makes sense to you is the one that exists.
that version, once one of those versions is conjured up, that is what pre-qualifies you to be a brand Twitter ambassador. You can now manage brand Twitter's Twitter accounts for pretty much anyone you want. At that point. You could be Arby's, you could be Velveeta, which apparently has just the worst absolute Twitter account.
It's like snark, but awful snark, right?
It's a little cheesy.
Okay, move on.
Also, recently announced iOS 15 Beta 2, a couple of tidbits that I wanted to run past you. The Maps app icon got a redesign. What do you think?
I like that they're making the navigation logo or the navigation portion of the app icon more front and center and getting rid of the 280 symbol. I don't really need to know what road you're on. But the colors are a little off-putting, gotta say.
The like hot pink and the
green, the green gradient. What is that? Ugh.
I really like it.
Ugh.
It looks really good, and that green matches the FaceTime. It matches the messages. It's way more cohesive.
I suppose it does match the new Maps design language and the like cartoon look that they're going for. I don't want to say cartoon look, but it is a cartoon look.
But what they need to do still is, Apple, please, iOS 15, like, start to get closer, find a happy medium between the look of like the latest Mac icons, which they have a ton of depth. They just like they look nice. They look pretty good. I've really kind of grown to like them. Lots of affordance to them, but the ones on iOS do not look that way.
No,
specifically the messages, like icons, totally and completely different from one another. Yeah. Please go through, make these changes, and just get back to me, okay?
Okay, they will, Kyle.
Great. Also, a change that has come out: Memoji outfits are now available on iOS 15 Beta 0.2.
I don't know if I like this yet. I don't know if I need the profile shot where it's, torso up of my Memoji. I kind of like it just being like a amorphous blobby head that kind of exists in space. No neck, no nothing.
Those. You still get those, but I really like this. Mostly because my shtick, I have like an outfit shtick for the most part. I either wear dress shirts buttoned all the way to the top and just look like the most uptight butthole you've ever seen. Or
it's true, listeners. It's true.
Or I wear a baseball tee, a quarter-sleeved baseball tee, and both of these options are available, and I'm here for it.
Okay, so you're only into it because it has your wardrobe.
Well,
doesn't matter what other functions there are or what else is available. As long as they have what I like, it's fine by me.
Isn't that what we're all searching for? Is just representation, and as a cis white male, my expectations have been met. So that's, of course, all iOS 15 has to do. They don't need to go any further. So
that's awful.
There we go. Absolutely awful. Speaking of things that are, first of all, I had to get into Apple Corner before we went head first, deep dive into just the murkiest, glassiest, coldest waters here in the pool. We're going to talk about Windows.
Yeah, more specifically, Windows 11, which got announced officially on Thursday. I had to remember what day it was. Windows 11 will be available this holiday season, 2021, as a free update for anyone who owns a newer Windows 10 PC. Now, I don't understand what they mean by newer Windows 10 PC, but also Windows Insiders, another word I don't really know, will have access to a preview build to prepare for its arrival, and will be able to check that out starting next week. So like a beta program, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to Apple developers. So here's some features that I'm gonna kind of rapid fire. So the start menu has been moved to the center of the taskbar. Take it or leave it, or I should say, upvote, downvote.
I have never used a Windows touchscreen, so I feel like if there is a easy, quick way to access that start menu by like swiping up from the bottom or something, I like it. I think the middle makes sense.
That's how this works.
But Surface, that's our whole shtick, right?
I think, well, it gives you the option to have it at the center. I think center is now default, but you can also move it back to the left.
I guess what I'm saying is I don't really care. I think the center makes more sense psychologically. It will be hard. It will be very, very difficult to break the habit of going to the bottom left-hand corner, and folks will be mad. I can guarantee that. But I think it looks nice.
I don't like the look. I think that it's unbalanced if you have your clock and like the system center down in the bottom right on the taskbar, but then all the icons are in the middle and there's nothing on the left. That just feels unbalanced to me, and I don't really like that. They're also going to have a search bar embedded within so that you can find documents and apps, plus a recommended section to jump back to what you were doing. The start menu also relies on what they quote cloud power. Let me make sure I get that correct. And that is to let you know what you were working on and where you were last leaving off across devices. So I guess if you're running a bunch of Windows devices, you can kind of connect those together.
What other Windows devices would you be running?
I think if you're running like
simultaneously?
Enterprise and you have a bunch of PCs out that you're using, it can connect them. I have no idea. I don't use Windows and I don't like it.
The continuity like thing between iOS,
if you're still using a Windows mobile device, then you're covered.
I guess, yeah.
Or if you have a desktop and a Surface laptop, that's probably what they're talking about.
Or there are those kind of like nicer, small folding. Have you seen that Windows folding device?
Oh, that was a
sort
flop.
of like square one. Who cares? It looked so stinking cool.
Yeah, and it was not good, but it's like it almost was like a prototype that they just released. Was not good though. Anyway, I'm going to move on, Kyle. Windows 11 introduces what they call snap layouts. It's an upgrade to the snap feature originally introduced in Windows 7, which is...
Hold on. Did you purposefully extend the word snap? I heard on my end. Oh, now that we have someone in the audience now, I need verification of this. Did it go like snap?
No, I did not say it like that, Kyle.
Okay.
You have your special space internet, and it likes the word snap, apparently. Kyle, Windows 11, they are talking about running Android apps in the new operating system, powered by what they're calling the Intel Bridge. You can't see me on the video, but I am putting big air quotes around Intel Bridge. It's a compiler.
You'd just be making like a bridge with your hands.
Yes,
and then
it's quotey bridges.
You lift the draw bridge with your fingers, and the fingers are the draw
Intel.
bridge.
Intel Bridge. Yes. So it's a compiler that helps run the apps on an x86 system. But despite being an Intel developed system, Android apps on Windows 11 won't just be limited to computers with Intel CPUs. AMD and ARM based processors will also support Android apps. And those Android apps will be sourced from the Amazon App Store in a partnership with Microsoft. What?
So that's interesting to me,
right?
Because I like this. I do definitely. I mean, they definitely got people interested by pulling up TikTok and showing what TikTok looks like on a Windows machine. But now I guess you have to consider submitting your app to the Amazon App Store and then having it managed in another place. Yeah,
this is a big win for, I guess, the Amazon App Store. If anything, Windows gets to promote it, but Amazon App Store now becomes like the default mobile store, mobile place for you to put your app if you want it on Windows machines. I don't know. It still sounds weird to me. I'm not really sure how I feel about it, and I guess we have to see it in practice with all of the apps that are on the store.
I need to. They only showed kind of like, at least from what I saw, they only showed the phone-sized apps that are kind of constrained to that somewhat kind of 16:9 shape. Do you know if it'll do like tablet applications full screen?
No idea, Kyle.
Okay. Well,
we'll have to be Windows insiders so that we can get a preview next week.
Yeah, I actually, right over here, right next to me, I do have a Windows machine that I use on occasion. I've kept it running fairly smoothly. I may have to try this when it does come out.
Sure, Kyle. You can also try widgets. There's going to be a button on the taskbar that reveals a widgets layout that you can customize with feeds for the weather, calendar, and stocks. You can also curate your own news feeds from local publications to more well-known global outlets. That's a good little blurb from there that really just says you can have widgets on your home screen. Yeah, exactly. So they're also redoing their app store, unrelated to the Amazon mobile app store. This is like their Microsoft app store. So it's a new interface change there. One of the biggest things though is that Xbox Games Pass will be built right into Windows 11. That's the subscription service.
Okay. Wait, the subscription one that gets you you get access to games and you can play, their full library of games for a certain amount.
Yes.
Okay.
The other game things that they announced, which is Windows 11 will enable auto HDR to help update the lighting and color profiles on games to a higher dynamic range. They say that it'll actually refresh old games to make them look newer. Sure, whatever. Windows 11 will also introduce what they're calling direct storage. The API is designed to help speed up game loading times and improve the performance of games by eliminating storage-related bottlenecks. It's a feature that already is being in use on the Xbox Series S and X. So they're kind of dumping some of the next gen Xbox tech into Windows 11, which is good. But one of the bigger things that they're adding is Microsoft's messages. I mean, that's kind of like an overarching theme to this. They're putting Teams, they're integrating that directly into Windows, and it's going to be the one app to facilitate cross-platform text, chat, voice calling, and video calling.
No. Let's talk about names. Let's talk. You know what, Microsoft, up in the rainy zone. I can't really come up with any. Well,
Redmond? Isn't that what it is? No, not
again,
Redmond.
Once again, we haven't determined what the name of the of the Microsoft HQ is.
Rainy Boys.
Okay. Teams. Microsoft words have meaning, and I don't want to be on a team with my family. It just doesn't make sense. I'd rather not. I think you need to reconsider this.
You having a hard time coming up with what you're gonna fake out Microsoft with?
Well, I'm just thinking like also Skype has zero meaning, so maybe I'm just sort of no. It just doesn't make any sense.
What
anymore,
what they needed to say at this unveiling is that Microsoft Teams will be integrated into Windows 11 default, but we're changing it from Microsoft Teams to Microsoft Messages or something like that, or Microsoft Messaging, or I don't know, come up with a new name other than Teams. Teams has always been like the corporate speak for their technology, and it was introduced I think a year or two right up until COVID, where it became one of the de facto school VoIP platform.
Also confusing, very confusing for what should be class.
Right, exactly. So either break it out into your corporate section and your school section and your consumer section, or put it all together into something that doesn't sound like you're on an office job entirely. Yeah.
Just people, Microsoft people. Welcome to the new people.
Yeah.
Call people.
So really quickly, let me just lay out a couple things that they're getting rid of in Windows 11. So Cortana, no longer a part of the boot experience. There we go. Which I guess people were having a problem with. Live tiles will no longer be available in the start menu. They are being de-emphasized in Windows 11. Not officially
widgets.
gone.
It's widgets. It's widgets. It's just widgets. It's widgets.
Exactly. I should say, actually, they are officially gone in Windows 11, but everything up until now, they've been trying to get rid of them. No more tablet mode, and Windows 10's lightweight S mode will only be available in Windows 11 Home Edition. So I guess
why do they? Whoa, okay, now
we're talking
about editions.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about editions?
That's
Microsoft.
still a thing. Yeah.
Why Pro? Why Home? Why we do not need this.
Skype is no longer a default app, that it will be included in a clean install of the new OS. It is, I guess, being phased out. The one product that they paid $8 billion for at one point. OneNote for Windows 10 also won't be included in clean installs. They will no longer include Paint 3D and 3D Viewer, which were important enough to be the focus of one of the biggest Windows 10 updates that they had. Those won't be included in clean installs. They've been moving in this direction already, but the two apps that weren't included in fresh installs from March on. So they're not gone though. Here's the thing. These apps that I just mentioned, they're not gone. They're still going to be on the Microsoft Store. You just have to do it after you do a clean. It's not like by default. It's not built in anymore. And then you won't also be able to pin the taskbar to any side of the screen. It can only be aligned to the bottom in Windows 11. Apps also can't customize areas of the taskbar. That is a feature that will get changed definitely, because people will 100%. Say, "Excuse me, you are not about to default my start menu to the bottom center of my screen and not let me do anything about it."
Yeah, that'll change. It's just beta, you know. Okay, let's talk about the look though. Have you seen the screenshots?
Oh yeah, it's definitely evoking the change from XP to Vista feel, where it was like really flat XP to like high gloss transparency mode in Vista. And Vista was terrible. It looked so different. It was like jarring to look at.
It's really blue. Double-D. And it's
very one note though. That's the thing, is that
no, it doesn't come with it. No, it doesn't come with it. You have to install that later.
We really should have ended it there.
The other thing that I really like about this, which that I use this on my current machine, is the ability to pin the window to certain places on the screen. It seems I'm kind of jealous about this as a mostly Mac user. It seems as though it's going to handle it pretty well. Those windows will stay. The windows in the windows, you know what I mean. The windows will stay on the screen in the place that you put them, that you pin them, even if you disconnect and then reconnect and then, walk around and jump upside down and then plug it back in, they'll still be there. They're not moving.
You're talking about when you change resolutions, right? Because you're either connecting or disconnecting from an external display. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, no, I'm talking about mostly just the jumping part, the part where you do a flip and then your windows get shooken up because
I jump off the window, actually.
Off of the window?
Yeah.
Through the window?
No.
Wouldn't you go through the window?
No. They're strong, glassy windows.
Off it. You jump off it? Where do you go then from off the window?
The ceiling. I dance on the ceiling.
Wait.
What a feeling.
You're I'm finding the soundboard now, and I will be playing this one now. This is today's special.
A bite-sized podcast from Goodstuff.network.
We're celebrating a different food each day.
I'm Kenny.
And I'm Kyle.
And today's special is National Strawberry Parfait Day. That's a good tongue twister.
You got it. You did. You know what? I'm proud of you. It only took like 19 episodes
like 4 weeks
for us to get into it. I'm so proud of you.
I thought you were really excited for National Strawberry Parfait Day.
No, don't care.
What? No, I got to tell you all about it, Kyle. Strawberries are in season during June, and it only makes sense that National Strawberry Parfait Day is celebrated in June when fresh and juicy strawberries are in available abundance. France has the oldest strawberry parfait recipe in history of the dessert, and that was in 1892. France has got a century on everybody with this thing. But what is a parfait made of? Let me tell you, Kyle. The traditional parfait is from France, and it's made of egg, sugar syrup, and cream. All of these ingredients are combined and then put into the freezer. To achieve the perfect parfait texture, one must stir the mixture infrequently while it's in the freezer. So you just open the freezer, blah, 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 close the freezer, and then you wait like 2 hours, and you come back in, blah, 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 and then you close it, and then like 3 seconds later, you open it again, blah, 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 and it's like infrequent. Like, you don't really know when you're going to do it.
Yeah.
When can I validate an internal like sort of memory that I have with you? The first time I ever heard the word parfait was absolutely on a McDonald's commercial.
You know what? You can totally validate with that with me, because I had the exact same memory when I was researching this day. I was like, parfait? No, that's definitely from McDonald's in 1997. Definitely.
Yep, that's it. And it's just M&Ms, probably mostly, like not strawberries.
No. I think it had some fruit and like granola in the middle, but it was like the adult McFlurry, right? It's like adults got the parfait and the kids got the McFlurry. That's how it felt.
Okay. Right. Yes. So why have two things when one will do in that case?
Well, actually, what's interesting is that McDonald's didn't go with the US version of the dessert, which involves putting a dash of liquor or chocolate in the recipe.
Oh, no, they did. You just don't know.
You had to ask for it specially at the drive-thru. Yeah, I want the US version, please. Just load it up with booze.
In the drive-thru? Are you kidding? Hold on. This is, I don't like, no. Nope. No.
No.
Kyle, that was the 90s, man. Get with it. Anyway, as I said before, strawberries are in season in June, and I wanted to give you 5 facts about strawberries that will blow your mind, according to this website. Number 1, strawberries' seeds are on the outside. Duh.
Now hold on. Are we going to talk about how the strawberry part itself is not really the fruit, but in fact what is the fruit is what would happen if the seed from the strawberry became then planted and fruited?
That's blowing my mind already. That's not one of the facts though, Kyle. But number 2, blooming strawberries are extremely fragrant. So if you ever see some strawberries out in the field and you're just walking around and you're like in the middle of nowhere and you don't have a ride and you're really confused and you don't know where you are, but you see strawberries, go ahead and give them a smell. Be pretty good. Number 3, ancient Romans thought of strawberries as miracles. Yes, they believed strawberries were a miracle fruit with medicinal properties, which helped with depression and fever. They should have just been making strawberry parfaits in ancient Rome.
Okay.
With liquor. Number 4, strawberry isn't a berry. I'm sure this one you already
There
knew.
we go.
It's not blowing your mind.
There it is. That's the one.
Yeah, because traditionally berries have their seeds on the inside, like blueberries or grapes.
Yeah.
But strawberries are in a group of their own, and whoever called it a strawberry should be reconsidered. Or exploded. Sure, Kyle. Number 5, this is the last one. Strawberries reduce heart disease and cancers. Studies suggest that strawberries can help reduce the chances of heart disease and certain cancers. Please do not take that to mean that you just eat a bunch of strawberries and you're safe from all illness.
We are doctors, so you can listen to us.
But you should partake in a parfait today.
Okay. All right. Do you make one or do you?
Oh, no, you find a place that makes it for you.
You find one.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, for sure.
All right. Yeah. All right. It sounds nice. It sounds like it'd be a nice treat to have on a hot summer day.
Ugh, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for speaking to us here on our program about the food of the day.
Vamping
Segment that we have. We're going to play a game, a very fun game. And I didn't really have a whole lot of time to make an introductory segment for this. So I'm going to play about 15 seconds of something related to the game we're going to play. It's time to play Soundboard Battleship.
I just did 5 and you said no.
I'm calling for a rematch right now.
Unacceptable.
In this very moment. I'm also pasting it into the chat over in the morning show chat. Can we be done now? Can we be finished?
Oh, my face hurts.
This is chaos.
So what I'm going to do for the actual show is the listeners aren't going to hear anything of that. They're just going to hear me talk about this.
And also, I can't hear any of this either. I doubt the people who are also listening at the moment in our voice channel in the Discord, patreon.com/goodstuff. You can sign up for as little as, maybe it's $1. I don't know. You go check it. It's not my job. You go look at it, type it in the URL bar, and find out how much it costs to join the Discord. And then maybe we'll record these live in the middle of the night Eastern for folks. And you can tune in and listen to the entirety of Battleship live while it's happening. It's horrible. Don't do it. Maybe what I'm doing, I'm actually talking you out of this, but
you probably are. No, or we'll make it better. You gotta come back from your failures.
I really don't think it's not gonna get any better, nor can I even hear a word you're saying at the moment. So with that, I hope you have a wonderful time in Disneyland this weekend, and I hope that no one sinks your personal battleship of life. Have a great weekend. See you next week. Bye.
I'm not going to Disneyland.